Rita was easy. Let's see if Storm can go in just as easily. I'll get out of the way. I'm gonna get out of the blind spot. What a good girl. Baby, don't come at, baby. Sadie can run behind her. Gosh darn it, Sadie. Sweetie, you can't be doing that. These are horses. These are horses, sweetie. In case you're wondering what's going on with our big birds, I will let you know that things are in, well, let's just say disarray right now. Now this is Tat, and Tat is in this side paddock. He has access to the big pasture by going through that little gate right over there. Now all of these littles and these middles who are over in this pasture over here are, as of right now, hanging out with Carl and a couple of ladies. Carl and the ladies cannot leave this pasture because we have their gate closed and latched. So they're pretty much trapped inside of here for now. Now all of these littles though can leave and go out if they want to through that doggy door right over there. So none of the littles or the middles are trapped. They have access to the pastures and their loafing sheds. We haven't had any rain today, and we hope that things are going to dry up for a while. I don't think there's much rain in the forecast this upcoming week. So let's keep our fingers crossed that we can get all this mess to dry out here. This is a sloppy mess, and this cannot stay like this. But what I will do is, after we get a couple of days of sunshine, a little bit of heat, I'll come with my tractor and I'll scrape all of this back and put it into our muck pile, which is over there. And that will clean this entire pasture up nice. I can't do that though, guys. It has rained 13.5 inches in the last couple of days. So if you're going to waste your comment by saying, "I've never seen your pastures look so bad, Lester," well, you've never experienced 13.5 inches of rain with a bunch of little munchkins who walk all over the place, because that can, in fact, tear up a pasture pretty darn fast. But we're not worried about your comments today. We have other things that we're concerned with. Number one, we're just saying our prayers for our wonderful friend Voodoo and hope that he can get well. We had every intention of leaving some of the birds over on this side and leaving others on the far side. But that was before we had all the horses show up. You all know that story, and you all know why the horses are here. Surely you know that story by now. So I don't want to take away from Jamie's story to tell. So I'll just give you a quick little summary that we had a horse incident. And in that incident, we were forced to move our horses from the JL over here back to Longhorn Lester's, which fine. This is the horse home anyway. This piece of property right over there, that 10 acres with the pond, is absolutely the pasture we had always intended our horses to have anyway. And this pasture over here is the one for our goats and donkeys. Well, sometimes Mother Nature or God can dictate things to go a little differently. And so what you have to do is adjust. You have to just simply adjust, my friends. And that's what we've done. We've had to adjust. I think the most important thing to note as of right now is that our two male ostriches, our two adult male ostriches, which would be Carl, that was cute, and Tat, are separated. And that does not allow them to keep fighting. Hi, sir. Hello, you handsome devil, you. No, he's already eaten. Now he's come for love. He's like, I've had enough to eat. Now it's time for some scratching. And he is right. He's had plenty to eat, and now it's time for some scratching. Y'all give me a couple of minutes, and I'll get back with you. So our plan with the big birds is to rotate them back and forth day by day, maybe even throughout the day into the big pasture. So for example, right now we have Carl entrapped here. I hate to say the word entrapped, but Carl is enclosed in the largest of our paddocks, whereas Tat has access to graze the larger pasture if he chooses to. Now, of course, they've all come up right now to eat their dinner, but once they're done, I can promise you that Tat will make his way back out to the pasture, and we'll leave Carl up. However, next time we feed up or throw out hay or whatever we do, we will close Tat inside of his pasture or his paddock, and we'll open up Carl's pasture over here. So now Carl and his ladies have a chance to get out and walk around and explore the larger pasture. We're not going to leave any of our birds enclosed in a small confined paddock for too long if we don't have to. Tina is the only one who doesn't really need access to the larger pasture. She has such knee issues with her arthritis that I think the less walking she does, the better. I even hate that she's having to walk in all this mud and muck right now. But that is the state of our pastures right now. There's not much we can do about it until we get some sun. And like I said, I'll come out maybe tomorrow with my tractor and go ahead and do some cleaning. Hi, Daryl. Hi, Dinky Daryl. Hello there, sir. Ringo, are you going to ram him? And so I'll come out tomorrow and rake all of this up into our muck pile. But that is what our plan of action is as of right now. I'm going to walk over to the three amigos, the ABCs, and talk about our plan with them. Y'all give me a second to make my way over there. All right, so I do have my stock trailer here, and my plan is to hook it up to my tractor, and I'll simply back that stock trailer over here into one of these corners. I think I might back it up to this corner right over here. I'll open the swing gate. I'm going to raise the tractor as high as I can in the front, which will lower the back and put the back right on the ground level. At that point, I'm going to have to construct some kind of a loading system. So let me just kind of give you how it's going to look. I'm not doing this today, but if I do back my trailer up right over here, for example, open the swing gate towards me, and then build me some kind of a loading system, just a couple of panels, let's just say out so far. What I'll do is I'll get behind the donkeys and run them along the fence line. As they run right through here, then I'll come and I'll take this gate and open it behind them, which will in fact close them into my small area with their only exit. Well, it's not really an exit, but their only getaway is going to be that trailer. Once I get them pushed into the trailer, I'll close the door, take the trailer and tractor up and out of here, and then we'll be moving these little fellas, these wonderful, sweet amigos, will be going to their new and hopefully forever home back to the Plum Grove property. And you already know from other videos what an amazing spot we have over there with how much green grass and how much room to run. And they're going to be fine. We will have to get them an appointment in the fall to have them neutered. But our vet recommendations are that they do not have that procedure done in the heat of the summer for fear of infection, flies, and that has to wait until weather cools off. So they'll be fine over there. Ellie and Megan are excited about having them come join the party. And so if you want to continue their journey, you'll be able to find those videos on Flip Flop Farmer, which is my eldest son, L.E., or Made by Megan, his fiance. That's Megan's channel. And we know for a fact that L.E., with his very calm demeanor and the way Megan is with animals, she's quite the whisperer. We think that they will have a wonderful home there, and hopefully those two can get them to gentle down. Because here with us, there's just not really much change now compared to when we brought them over. I don't know if y'all have noticed throughout the video, but isn't this just a gorgeous sunset? The sun's about to set here in the west, and I just think that the yard and the sun rays kind of shining through the trees make this just a beautiful, picturesque type moment. And then what you don't know from the video is the fact that because of the weather we've had this week, our temperatures have not gone higher than 85. And I know for a lot of folks who don't get hot temperatures, you're like, 85? Ah, whew. Nuh-uh. Trust me, 85 with no humidity is so much nicer than 105 with high humidity. I can promise you that. Looking over the hill, the river is way up. We are in no fear of flooding here, but you can see how the water's pretty muddy. Oh my God, that scared me. I jumped out of my... Guys, listen. Why did you do that? Oh my gosh, come here, kitty. You scared me, so come here. You scared me. I didn't mean to scream and scare you. Come here, Mabel. You scared me. Why are you in the woods, sweetie? Oh my God, everybody. I hope that none of you jumped the way I did. I'm embarrassed. I am so embarrassed y'all had to see that, or at least hear that. Mabel, don't do that to Daddy. Last thing I want to do is go ahead and get my tractor now and take off that roll of hay that I brought from the sanctuary. And we're going to set that out for the horses and donkeys over on the 10-acre pasture. Now, we have so much grass right now that I don't think they actually need dry hay. But you like to always have it available. What you guys may not know is that sometimes a grazing animal, like a cow or a horse, if they end up having an upset stomach, they will on their own prefer to resort back to a dry hay source, roughage they call it, and avoid any of the grains that they eat otherwise. So just a little tidbit of information you may not know about, but I'm going to go ahead and take this dry hay and I will set it right over there in the spot that I have made for hay. And if they choose to come by and get a bite, then they'll do that. I know, and it feels good to see how much hay the little donkeys have eaten, the little miniature donkeys, since they've been here. They've eaten almost an entire roll. Now, of course, they don't have near the green in their pasture like these guys over here do. But we like to keep the dry hay available for just in case. Well, friends, listen, I want to thank you all for watching. I give you my word that now that the horses are back, I will get out there and finish cleaning my pasture. I'm a little bit embarrassed that you have to see all the limbs piled up. That's just Lester being, I don't want to say being lazy. I got the hard part done, but because it's been so wet, I haven't been able to burn. But hopefully with this upcoming week of drier weather, maybe even some sun, then I'll be able to get out there and get those piles burnt. And that will make those pastures a whole lot cleaner. I might even take my bush hog and go ahead and mow across it one time to knock that high grass down to a good eatable length. Friends, I want to thank you all for watching. We're blessed to have you. It's been a crazy, really a crazy weekend with all that's gone on with, you know, the other horse and some of the movements that we didn't plan on doing. It's been a busy weekend because of all of that. Late nights with the vet, and the amount of driving that we've had to do with Voodoo. And I just want to thank you for being patient with us as we try to figure everything out. And I promise you, we'll get back onto a routine here in no time. Thank you all for watching it and watching us and loving us and supporting us as we make our way through this thing called life. All right? With that being said, we will catch you guys on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.